Alright, what's up guys? It's Brian with Infrared Media, and I got some reviews for y'all. Finally, 2 weeks old from where I went to my comic shop 2 weeks ago. Sorry I would have done this sooner, but I've been really sick. Still not completely 100%, but that's how much I love you guys. So, this may not be my best reviews ever, but I'm going to give it a shot anyway. And plus, I has a package. If you follow me on Twitter, you know what that is already. And by the way, this video is going out to Johnny DaCosta. I hope you get better soon, bud. Found out he had a surgery today. So, yeah, wish him well on that. First up, I'm going to try to review the first issue I read. And that is Awake, #1 by Action Lab Comics. Now, before I begin, I want to go ahead and tell you that this is an all-age book. So if you have kids, that this would be perfect for them. It is by Susan Beneval, done the story. Brian Hess done the art, which is beautiful. Letters is by James Reed, and Darnay Lang done the flatting. Okay, never heard of that. Let me see if I can find her name because I forgot her name. Rain, that's it. So we find out, and sorry if I'm doing this quickly. We find out that Rain, we see her come from the heavens, not an angel, just out of the sky, lands and has to find her friend Oprah. Kind of sounds like Oprah, but whatever. And when finding Oprah, which is kind of like a giant polar bear talking creature, kind of think of Avatar meets Never Ending Story, and that's kind of like what this is. Rain basically has the power to revive the earth because the earth is being depleted. We don't know by what yet in this issue. Anyway, I can't find his name right now. So anyway, we find out there's another boy like her. Him, ooh, right there, right, yeah, right there. That'd be him. And they have walking, and then they meet these creatures. And there you can see Rain using some of her powers. Anyway, to sum this book up, she has the powers to wake up the earth because the earth is being depleted by something that we don't know of yet. The art is beautiful. I don't know if you got to see it good enough yet. Here's a bigger splash page. So you should be able to see that pretty good. Beautiful colors. just fantastic. If you have any daughters, then you'll get even more kick out of this. Well worth the money. I enjoyed it, so I know your kids will. Fantastic job. And on to Archon issues 1 and 2. I'm just going to show you issue 1 just for time's sake because I took so long on the other one. This book is so cool though. This will make an awesome TV show. It's kind of based on a board game, kind of like Dungeons and Dragons. Gareth Thompson, that's his name. Man, I'm gonna have a bunch of cut out on this. His name's Gareth Thompson, and he meets a guy named Cade Stormrunner, and we find out that he's a musician from Nashville who is going to Vegas to be a security guard for a casino called the Archon, which is a medieval themed casino slash hotel. And he thinks that everybody's in costume, but they're really gnomes and dragons and stuff like that. They're not role playing, they're actually creatures from medieval lore. There's fairies and stuff like that in here. It's based on a board game called Blackmore, and at the back of each issue you get a little bit of how to play the board game, which is a really neat concept. Again, I think it'd make a great TV show. It's just fun, awesome, great art. Again, oh yeah, I forgot to say who this is by. By Perez McCogney, Hernandez, Villaro, and Sykes. Since I can't find the rest of them out, there's names right there. Focus. Anyway, such an awesome story. I want to say this is a 6-issue miniseries or an 8-issue miniseries, which is a bummer, but again, that'll be easier for me to keep up with. I think Awake might be a longer story, but on to sorry, this is a bunch of rambling, but I'm trying to get through this. Issues 1 and 2 of let's see, King Tiger, as you can see, 1 and 2. I love that cover. The cover is awesome. This is kind of like your old. Maybe I should hold on like this. This is like your old martial arts movies, if you love old martial arts movies, or if you're into the sword and sorcery type stuff, then you will love this story. This is by Randy Stradley, Doug Wheatley, and Rain Barreto. And if I'm not mistaken, these were the writers and artists for the original King Tiger work in the 90s. But I do know that he just made appearances in other people's books. I think he made an appearance in the early Ghost issues. But this is his first single, or his first titled comic since they debuted him back in the mid-90s. As far as story, again, since I have both issues, I'll just tell you issue 1. And if you read all the tie-in books from Dark Horse, you'll understand what's going on in this book more than I would. Being that this is the first time that I've ever been exposed to King Tiger. But we have a guy named Milo waking up to find out that he's been taken to King Tiger's hideout. And we meet his girlfriend, Ricky. And if I can find a close-up of Milo. Right here. It kind of looks like Alpha Omega Sin in a way. If I can get that out of there. Focus. Anyway. We find out that Milo helped save King Tiger, and because of that, he is going to help train him in a nutshell, basically. And King Tiger gets a job trying to find out what happened to a group of people, and we find out that his dad's involved, and basically all hell breaks loose from there. Just fantastic, realistic looking art. Like, see, there's another, if I can, another shot of Milo. Beautiful, beautiful covers in this book, colors in this book. See if I can find a. Okay. There's a halfway decent picture of King Tiger. I hope y'all can see that. We find out in this book that King Tiger is half demon, half human, which is how he got his powers. Just a fantastic book. Fun book. The art took a little bit getting used to, but once I got used to it, I loved it. It's written in a way that feels like an action movie, a big budget action movie. and it's drawn very much like it has a very big budget, which is great. I love when people can put a good budget behind a comic book. Put the books back in the bag for now until I can put them in my short box, which I had to buy another one. I think it's cool that I now have enough comics to fill at least 2 short boxes and starting on a third. And now for the real reason y'all probably clicked on this video is for the package. Now if you follow me on Twitter, you may know what this is already, because I had asked Johnny DaCosta if he had ever heard of this book or the company it is from, and I'm hoping I can just tear this package open without needing a knife. Just rip it down the side. Professional unboxing here, folks. Come on. Come on. Oh, there we go. Okie dokie. Got her open. Between 2 pieces of cardboard, which is how you package an eBay package. And they are they're bagged up. Sweet, they're in one big giant bag with boards. So they're in bags and boards in a bag. So that's awesome. Trying to do this where you don't see the covers. These people are getting very good feedback on their packaging. And I will give you a little history lesson on this company. But I had $20 left over after I bought Assassin's Creed Syndicate. I bought the gold edition. So I was looking on eBay for some books I can buy. And I come across this set by a company that I never heard of. But the writer is very famous. This is from Cliffhanger Comics. This is The Possessed. Issue 1. Beautiful. Issue. Let's see if I can get it. Issue 2. With somebody who looks like Buff Bagwell on the cover. Kind of looks like both Bagwell. And the demon with a pentagram. Ooh. And Agent Coulson with a spike. And I don't know if that's really him or not, but it kind of looks like him on it. And this is issue 4. Issue 5 with what looks to be somebody who mimicked James O'Barr's art style. Right there. Looks like something out of The Crow. Big old butt cheeks up there flashing. That was number 5. Stay. And issue 6. This is a 6-issue mini. This was $15. I probably overpaid for them, but I don't care because the company, I'll tell you more about that. But the reason why I wanted them is because the writer of this set of books is none other than Geoff Johns himself. So not only that, screw it. I'll do it in a second. But not only that, I looked it up, and it says Cliffhanger was an imprint of Wildstorm Publishing, or imprint of Wildstorm Publishing, creator-owned comic books. It was founded in 1998 by Joe Madureira, J. Scott Campbell, and Humberto Ramos. When Wildstorm was still part of Image Comics, the studio has since been sold to DC Comics. Okay, so Cliffhanger, who was part of Wildstorm, and Wildstorm was part of Image, and apparently Image sold off the Wildstorm rights to DC Comics, and I believe this series come out, let's see if I can scroll down, come out in 2001, I believe. Let's see. I'll be able to tell you better here if I can find the arrow and click on the possessed. Published in late 2003 and early 2004. Okay. I wasn't able to find out any sales for this, but I do know it is in trade. Writers is Geoff Johns, Chris Grimminger, and artist was Liam Sharp. I don't know how many issues it's sold for. But means that it was sold off as a company. I can't imagine there being too much sales. So a spiritual battle book, low print runs by a famous writer. I couldn't pass it up for $15. I hope it's good. I'll try to do a review on it. Hopefully it'll be better than what I posted. Sorry if it wasn't great, but I read them 2 weeks ago. Um, I hope you don't take my reviews for what they are. Uh, they're good. Trust me, the books are awesome. Um, maybe somebody will be intrigued enough to pick them up and do a better review of them. But go out and get Awake, Archon, and King Tiger. They're great books. Are worth it. Um, but yeah, guys, I wanted to pick up those rare books, and or I'm assuming they're rare books. Like I said. But I hope y'all enjoyed, and get to feeling better, bud. Maybe ain't too sore to watch this, but I'll talk to y'all later. Love y'all. God bless.